Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for December. I hope everybody is doing really well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Libra out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, you get in where you fit in. But as always, Libra, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Libra? Libra. Libra. All right, Libra, you are starting out with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. You have the Star card, and you have the Death card. So you're going through a transformation. Yeah, I do feel like you're healing from something. It looks like an ending of some sort, likely a relationship. Could have been some codependency in that relationship, but you're definitely feeling a deep sense of loss here. I feel like you're healing from this loss, from this ending. You could also be experiencing a little bit of issues with your finances this week, so just be aware of that. I do think you're hopeful about it, but that would also be caused because there's some sort of transformation happening in your life. So there is reason to hope. You are healing. There is hope here, but there's also definitely an ending that is creating a transformation, and you're feeling that loss. So let me see who is in your energy, Libra. Show me who is in Libra's energy. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Hangman in reverse. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Cups. Ooh, they're definitely going through something financial here. That being said, this is somebody who I feel like this person had you waiting for a long time. And I feel like that wait is now over for some reason, but they're feeling rejected. They're feeling abandoned, or they possibly did that with you, but it's related to the ending here. So this person could be taking on that role of victim. You're both feeling a loss, but honestly, Libra, this person's feeling a deeper sense of loss than you are. There's a lot of instability in their energy. So I do feel like they feel rejected. They feel abandoned. Let me see. They're trying to view things from a different perspective, but it's difficult for them because they're not very stable right now. Now that instability could be financial, or it could be instability in this connection. Let me see the energy between Libra and this person. Seven of Pentacles. Neither of you are really investing in this connection right now. It's almost like you're both kind of wondering, was it a bad idea to invest at all? But you've both pulled back. Neither of you are investing. Show me what is affecting this connection. The Knight of Cups. Oof, that's an offer of love. Interesting. We'll clarify that. All right, so let me see the outcome for Libra. Justice in the reverse. So you're feeling like this connection ended and you feel like you were wronged. You feel like this person did not treat you justly. This whole ending, this whole thing has put you in a period where you feel a deep sense of loss. There's some codependency here that needs to be addressed. I have to bring it up. And this is what you're healing from, but it was unbalanced. There was a definite lack of balance that really threw you out of your normal, high vibration. Now, that being said, this person is taking on the role of the victim here. So, yeah, you're both feeling like this was an unjust situation. And I will say it's definitely unbalanced, and neither of you are investing in it currently. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups in the reverse. Now that's underlying energy, and it does indicate that you're trying to release or let go of someone or something here from your past. You could be dealing with another Libra. Let me see. We're going to clarify. Spirit, why is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse for Libra? All right, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. We have the Four of Cups reversed. So you try not to even think about this person, but you even though you don't want to think about them, you do. But you also think about how things ended. I do feel like you feel this person only came towards you when they wanted sex, or it was for sexual gratification. And I do feel that, you know, at the end of the day, you do feel that this person wasn't recognizing what you were bringing to the table. You learned a lot from this connection, and you learned a lot from the way it ended, and that's why you're choosing not to invest in this connection. And if you feel like this was more for sexual gratification on this person's behalf, I do feel like you feel that they're just a poor investment for you. That being said, you miss them. There is a sense of loss here. Why is the Star card here? Why is the Star card here for Libra? The Fool in reverse and the World in reverse. So what this is telling me is that you're currently healing, Libra, and you don't want to start anything else until you actually heal from this situation. That being said, somebody is coming towards you with this cup of love. I don't know if it's this person or it's someone new. If it's this person, you may feel that things are not complete between the two of you. You may feel hopeful that there could be a new beginning, but you're kind of afraid of that new beginning at the same time. If it's not this person, and it literally could be both situations, but there's a healing that has to take place before you're ready to begin something new. But you definitely have love coming towards you, and it could literally be both this person from the past that's showing up and possibly even someone new as well. Let me see why the Death card is here. There's definitely unfinished business between you and this person. All right, so we have Judgment and we have the Nine of Coins. So you're reversing this energy. You're stepping back into your power here, because this whole thing affected your vibration. It looks like you normally vibrate very high, but this has affected you. You're stepping back into your power. So I do feel like a lot of you are wanting to reconcile with this person. If you do want to reconcile with this person, just know that things are not completely over between the two of you, and there is a new beginning trying to come back in. Some of you are hopeful for that. Others of you, you're making a judgment call to end this thing entirely, to be on your own, to be strong, independent, because you may have felt like you were leaning into this person too much. So take it as it resonates for you. If that's the case, you're still healing from this, but there's somebody new coming towards you. So let's look at, I do like that you're showing up here in this Nine of Pentacles. It does tell me that you are definitely strong, independent. You're in touch with your spiritual side as well as your earthly physical side. So you've learned a lot from this, and I feel like you're trying to make good judgment calls for yourself. Let's see this person's energy. Show me why the Hangman is in reverse. The Death card reversed and the Empress reversed. Interesting. So this person doesn't want to grow this. They're not nurturing it, but they're not letting it go either. So they're kind of like in this period where they are just suspended. They're doing nothing. They're not nurturing the connection. They're not investing in the connection. They're not growing it. They're not nurturing you, but they don't feel like it's over either. And there's a point here where this person's going to have to come out of that Hangman energy, and I think that they're nearing that point. They're nearing that point. I will say that they absolutely don't feel like things are over between the two of you, but they may be struggling with some insecurity issues of their own, because I feel like this person's not coming towards you because they're feeling a bit insecure. They don't have a good sense of themselves right now. And they're trying to view everything between the two of you differently. Very strong Libra energy here. However, I also see Scorpio and Taurus energy. Let me see. Show me why the Ace of Pentacles is here. This person's definitely having financial issues. And that could be affecting them as well. Oh, Four of Wands and the Chariot. Interesting. So this person's in another connection of some sort. They could live at a distance from you, but they don't have to. This is somebody who is not in a stable connection. It could be for financial purposes. They may be trying to decide to move. If they are trying to move, they may be having difficulty financially because of that. But they're showing up here as already being in another connection here. They may be, if they do live at a distance, they may be coming towards you as well. But they're not stable. There's a lack of stability. That's why this connection here ended. So for some of you, they might be ending something elsewhere. Although I don't see this Four of Wands in the reverse. So they could be in a connection for financial purposes. But they could also be trying to end something. Let me see the Five of Cups. Show me the Five of Cups for the person in Libra's energy. Knight of Swords reversed and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul right now. Definitely some financial issues. They don't want you to know about that. They may even go so far as to lie to you about that. They don't want you to know their financial difficulties right now. I do feel like this is somebody who is not currently in communication with you, but they're trying to figure out how to bring balance into the situation, because this is somebody who didn't treat you properly, and they may be trying to blame that on you. They might be trying to say, well, Libra did this and Libra did that, but they're projecting, and they're trying to figure out how to bring balance back into the situation, because they know deep down inside, regardless of what they're saying, they know deep down inside that they were the one who brought the imbalance. So let me see the energy between Libra and this person, please. Why is this Seven of Pentacles in reverse? Queen of Wands reversed. Five of Cups reversed. And the Two of Wands. I feel like this person watches you in some manner. They're keeping up with you, Libra, in some manner. They're making plans, but they're not really doing anything. Again, it's that same energy of, you know, I'm not going to nurture the connection, but it's not over. I'm making plans towards Libra, but I'm not going to actually act on them. It's maddening. This person is in such static energy. It's like making the plans, but don't act on them. It's weird energy to me. I don't see any action taking place between either of you. I feel like, Libra, on your side, I feel like you went through a deep period of sadness here. I think you still think about this person, but you also think about how and why things ended. I feel like you have questioned yourself here in the past. You know, did this person ever love me at all? Was this just a sexual connection? You know, and I feel like you're taking the lessons and you're moving forward is what I'm seeing. Because even though you've gone through a lot, you've made the decision to no longer invest in this person. You still think about them occasionally, but not far after that is the thought of how they treated you and then also how things ended. So I feel like you're coming out of that energy that you may have even been depressed. The more you heal, the more you are closing this connection off. So you're not taking any steps towards them. You're actually losing your desire for this person. You're not investing in this, and you're beginning to open your heart towards love again. And it's trying to come to you. So let's see why this Knight of Cups is here. Because I don't see that Knight of Cups being this person. I feel like it's someone else. Why is this Knight of Cups here? And yet it's going to have a profound effect on this connection. All right, we have the Three of Cups reversed, and we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. All right, so there's that stuck energy. This person cannot move towards you because they are in a connection that looks like it is primarily for financial purposes. They are financially robbing Peter to pay Paul, and there is somebody here that they're connected to that, you know, helps them to move forward. It keeps them moving forward. But they will not let this connection go. They're not emotionally letting it go. So the karma that's coming for this person is the fact that you have somebody new coming towards your energy. It's the fact that you are not happy with them and you're not even trying to reconnect with them. Three of Cups in the reverse indicates that you don't feel like there is a chance of reconciliation here. Now, if you are keeping to yourself, you're not going out, you're doing that because a lot of you know that you're still healing from this. There's something that is incomplete here that has to close out, and it's healing in order for you to have this new beginning. So you could be isolating yourselves. You're not going to find love sitting on your sofa, Libra. So there's an indication here that you need to get yourself out and get yourself about. And when you do, that's when this Knight of Cups is coming towards you. You've got somebody that's energetically moving towards you as we speak. The karma that this person is going to incur is they're going to know that you have other people interested in you. This person in particular, I don't know how they're going to know this, but they will. And also the fact that you are not trying to come back together with them. That as you heal, you will close this cycle out and you will have this new beginning, that you will refuse any of their advances. This is terrifying this person. Let me see. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Libra. All right, Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Swords. This person's trying to figure out how to approach you, Libra. They haven't been talking to you. This is somebody you're not in communication with, and they're trying to figure out how to approach you. They're weighing up the pros and cons of how can they have this conversation with you. They're making plans but not acting on those plans. The thing is that they're still in stuck energy. There's a lot of stuck energy here. So they want to talk to you, but they're not moving forward. There's a lack of balance here. And basically they want to act like you've done an injustice to them by moving on with your life. But the truth is that they have done an injustice to themselves. It truly is. Now, in your energy, you're going to have a decision to make. There's a decision that's coming up for you. You're at a crossroads in your life. Are you going to move forward? Are you going to, end this? Are you going to, move forward into this new beginning that's trying to present itself to you? And some of you are running from this new beginning. You're literally staying home, not going out, not doing anything. You're hiding from this love offer that is energetically approaching you. And that's a choice. You can make that choice. It's up to you, Libra. But what I'm seeing here is that you're at a crossroads in your life. And there's some stuck energy here that you're still trying to heal from. Once you heal from that is when this love offer is going to come in. So I feel like you're just at this crossroads. Are you going to end this completely? It's a judgment call. It's a judgment call. So I do know that the key to love coming into your life is going to be healing. I can see that very clearly. And there's some healing that is incomplete here. It has to do with fear. It has to do with wondering if others are going to treat you in the same manner that this person did. So it's a judgment call. And there's some stuck energy that needs to be addressed here in order to bring justice to the situation. Now, this person may reach out to you. They're trying to figure out how to do that. But just know that even if they do, they're still in this very stuck energy here. And I don't see them, you know, having the clarity that it takes to move themselves out of that anytime soon. Doesn't mean they won't. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Bottom of the deck is the Sun in reverse. This is underlying energy. It does indicate that there is a little bit of unhappiness here that needs to be addressed. It also indicates that there are things that are hidden, things that, and it's directly related to this person you are releasing and letting go. They're hiding something from you. So even if they reach out, I think I would ask them some pretty pertinent questions. All right, so let's get an oracle card. All right, Libra, you have number 14. That condenses to a 5, and 5s are generally about changes. Your card says, truth be told. All right, so give me a second, and I'm going to read that for you. All right, so the meaning of this card is honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, and clarity of communication. There's the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is. Peeling off the layers of denial that keep you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. So let's read the relationship message. It says, people tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and to tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth, and listen. Wow. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Libra. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Libra, know that you are loved, and namaste.